Hello friends, welcome to Global Online University. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss some important MCQs on research methodology for your upcoming Jawaharlal Nehru University PhD entrance test. And friends, if you are preparing for Jawaharlal Nehru University PhD entrance test, this crash course is very helpful for you. And before moving to questions here, if you haven't applied yet, you can apply till 27 August 2021, and the last date to pay the fees is 27 August 2021, and any correction in application form allowed from 1st September to 3rd September 2021. You can download admit cards on 8 September. The examination date is 20, 21, 22 and 23 September 2021. The duration will be 3 hours. First session is from 9:30 to 12:30. Second session is from 2:30 to 5:30. And if you are preparing for JNU PhD entrance test, if you are worrying about research methodology unit, here you can register on our Global Online University app or also in our WhatsApp group. And in this crash course you will get 20 mock tests for research methodology preparation. Then we are also providing you PDF of all the 20 tests, video lectures we are giving you. Then also we are providing complete full syllabus notes on research methodology for your GNU PET. Then this crash course is available only at rupees 499. And I believe if you attend our 20 test, if you go through our short notes and all, you can score more marks in research methodology. And if you want to join for this course, you can contact this number. You can just pay 499 to this number via Google Pay or Phone Pay. Then you can send a screenshot, then we will send you the material. So let us move to the. So in this video we are going to discuss some important MCQs on research methodology, and here the subtopic is types of research. Yes, let us move to the questions. Here the first question is, Newton's discovery of the law of gravity belongs to option A, fundamental research, option B, applied research, option C, action research, option D, quantitative research. Newton's discovery of the law of gravity, that belongs to option A, fundamental research. Yes, please remember it. Newton's discovery of law of gravity is related to fundamental research. So let us see what do you mean by fundamental research. Fundamental research, it is very formal and systematic, and the main aim of the fundamental research is to develop a theory. Yes, in fundamental research we are going to develop a theory or a model, and this fundamental research utilizes a careful sample so that its conclusion can be generalized beyond the immediate situation, and it results in general knowledge and understanding of nature and its laws. Yes, in fundamental research we are going to build a theory or we are going to build a model, and we are going to understand the model, and hence one can conclude that Newton's discovery of the law of gravity, it is a model, so it is belong to fundamental research. Yes, let us move to the next question. Control group condition is applied in option A, survey research, option B, historical research, option C, experimental research, option D, descriptive research. Yes, control group condition, it is going to apply in experimental research. So here option C is the right answer. Yes, experimental research means it is a study that strictly adheres to scientific research design. Yes, this experimental research is related to scientific research design, and this experimental research, it includes hypothesis, a variable that can be manipulated by the researcher, and also those variables which can be measured or which can be calculated. So let us move to the next question. A researcher intends to explore the result of possible factors for the organization of effective midday meal interventions. Which research method will be most appropriate for this study? Yes, one research, the main aim of the research is to explore the result of possible factors for the organization of effective midday meal intervention. Then which type of method the researcher is going to follow? Option A, descriptive survey method, option B, historical method, option C, ex post facto method, option D, experimental method. Yes, here the right answer is option C, ex post facto method. Yes, here the researcher will use ex post facto method to find the effective midday meal intervention. Yes, mainly the ex post facto method, the existing groups with qualities are compared on same dependent variable, and it is also known as the quasi experimental. Please remember it. Experimental research is known as the quasi experimental, and it is for the fact that instead of randomly assigning the subject, they are grouped on the basis of particular characteristics. Yes, this is about ex post facto method. The next question is independent variable and dependent variable are variables of which method available to communication researcher. Option A historical research, option B experimental method, option C survey method, option D content analysis method. Independent variable and dependent variable are variables of which method available to communications researcher. Here the right answer is option B, experimental method is the right answer. Please remember it. And experimental research, it is a research conducted with scientific approach. Please remember this. Experimental research is conducted with scientific approach with using two sets of variable. Yes, the first one is constant variables which you can use to measure the difference of the second set. Yes, quantitative research methods for example are experimental. Then the next question is the main difference between longitudinal and cross-sectional researchers in terms of option A frequency of data collection, option B primary versus secondary, option C the qualification of researcher, option D none of the above. The main difference between longitudinal research and cross-sectional research are on the basis of frequency of data collection. So please remember it. Option A frequency of data collection is the correct answer. Yes, let us see what do you mean by cross-sectional and longitudinal studies. Cross-sectional studies interview a fresh sample of each people each time. Yes, here the researcher is going to choose fresh sample. But in longitudinal studies, the researcher is going to choose same sample over a period of time. Yes, in cross-sectional studies, the researcher will choose different samples for different studies, and in longitudinal research the researcher is going to choose the same sample for over a period of time. Yes, here are some other differences are there. Cross-sectional studies done over a single point in time, longitudinal over a long period of time. And cross-sectional studies different subjects, longitudinal studies same research subject being followed. Then in cross-sectional studies changes recorded at societal level, and in longitudinal studies individuals changes are recorded here. Then cross-sectional studies cannot precisely confirm a cause and effect relationship. Longitudinal research can precisely link cause and effect relationship. These are some important differences between cross-sectional studies and longitudinal studies. The next question is which research paradigm based on the pragmatic view of reality? Option A quantitative research, option B qualitative research, option C mixed research, option D none of the above. Yes, the research paradigm which is based on the pragmatic view of reality is mixed type of research. So please remember option C mixed research is the correct answer. Then mixed research means it is more suitable methodology as compared to another research paradigm, because of the investigators use the qualitative paradigm for one stage and also quantitative paradigm for the another stage. So this type of research is known as the mixed research, where the researcher is going to use both quantitative and qualitative paradigm. Yes, the next question is the researcher that applies the laws at the time of field study to draw more and more clear ideas about the problem is option A applied research, option B action research, option C experimental research, option D none of the above. Yes, here the right answer is option A applied research. Applied means here the research is going to apply the laws, is going to apply the principles at the time of the field study. Yes, the research that applies the laws at the time of field study to draw more and more clear ideas is known as the applied research, and applied research is designed to answer specific questions aimed at solving the problems. The next question is Jean Piaget gave a theory of cognitive development of humans on the basis of Option A evaluation research, option B fundamental research, option C applied research, option D action research. Yes, Jean Piaget's theory was based on fundamental research. Yes, what do you mean by fundamental research? Fundamental research, it is also known as the academic research, and it is theoretical works mainly performed by to obtain new knowledge. Yes, fundamental research is carried out to obtain the new knowledge on the basis of observable phenomena. The next question is, what does the longitudinal research approach actually deal with? Long term research, short term research, horizontal research, none of them. As name suggests, longitudinal research, it means it is a long term research. This type of research is carried out over a long period of time. Yes, in general, longitudinal approach, it is a long term research in which the researchers keep on examining similar individuals to detect if any change has occurred over a while. He will takes the same problem, he will take the same sample, and is going to do research over a period of long time. Then the next question is, the conclusions or findings of which type of research cannot be generalized to other situations? Option A causal comparative research, option B historical research, option C descriptive research, option D experimental research. Yes, here the right answer is already given, historical research. Historical research means it is a qualitative technique. Historical research studies the meaning of past events. Yes, please remember it. In historical research we are going to study based on the past events. Then the next question is, the researcher attempts to evaluate the effect of method of feeding and on anxiety proneness of children. The researcher attempts to evaluate the effect of method of feeding on anxiety proneness of children. Which method of research would be appropriate for this? Ex post facto research, survey method, case study method, or experimental method? This question is for you. You have to comment the answer in the comment box. This will help me to judge your preparation level. So please comment the answer in the comment box. Yes, I wish all the best to all. Thank you.